everyone. I'm Jason, your host.
And I'm Julia, your co-host. We're so glad you're here with us today.
Today, we're talking about something that holds so many people back: overthinking. You know, that endless loop in your head where you keep analyzing, doubting, and delaying, until you end up doing nothing at all.
Yes, we've all been there. You have a great idea or you want to start something important, but your mind keeps going in circles. What if it doesn't work? What if I fail? And then, boom, another day goes by and nothing happens.
Exactly. That's why today's episode is called Stop Overthinking, Start Executing. Because the truth is, thinking is useful, but doing is what really changes your life.
In the next 40 minutes, we're going to help you understand why we overthink, how it blocks our progress, and most importantly, how to break free from it and take action.
Whether you're starting a project, learning a new skill, or just trying to make a decision, this episode is for you. So grab a notebook, or just relax and listen, because it's time to shift from thinking mode to doing mode.
Let's get started.
So, Julia, let's start with the basics. What exactly is overthinking?
Good question. Overthinking is when you think too much about something, especially in a way that's not helpful. Instead of making a decision or taking action, you just keep analyzing, questioning, and second-guessing everything.
Right. It's like your brain becomes a hamster wheel. You're thinking, but going nowhere.
Exactly. And the worst part? Overthinking feels like you're being productive, but you're really just stuck. You replay past mistakes or worry too much about the future.
Let's give an example. Imagine someone wants to start a YouTube channel. Instead of just starting with one video, they think, what if no one watches it? What if I mess up? What camera should I buy? What if I look silly?
And by the time they finish overthinking all of that, they've talked themselves out of even trying.
Yep. Overthinking kills action. It creates fear, confusion, and hesitation.
And let's be real. Some thinking is good. Planning, reflecting, preparing, that's important. But overthinking crosses the line when it stops you from moving forward.
Well said. It's like using your brain as a brake instead of a steering wheel. You're not moving. You're just stuck with the engine running.
I love that image. So if you're someone who constantly replays what you said in a conversation, or spends hours deciding something simple, like what to wear or whether to send an email, you might be overthinking.
And it's more common than people think. Even confident people can fall into this trap. The key is to recognize when your thoughts are helping and when they're hurting.
That's what we're going to explore in the next part, why we overthink and how we can begin to let go of it.
Stick with us. This is just getting started. All right, so now that we know what overthinking is, let's talk about why we do it. Julia, what do you think causes people to overthink so much?
Well, one big reason is fear. Fear of making a mistake, fear of failure, even fear of success sometimes.
That's true. We often overthink because we want to avoid pain. We don't want to fail, look stupid, or disappoint others. So instead of acting, we just think, and think, and think.
Right. And sometimes people are afraid of making the wrong decision. They want to be perfect. So they keep researching, asking for advice, and overanalyzing every little thing.
Perfectionism is a huge part of it. A lot of people believe there's only one right time or perfect way to do something. But guess what? That perfect moment never comes.
Exactly. Another reason we overthink is because of past experiences. Maybe someone made a mistake before and now they don't trust themselves.
Yes. Let's say someone gave a bad presentation once. Now, every time they speak in public, they think, what if I mess up again? So they spend hours writing and rewriting, and they still feel scared.
That kind of thinking becomes a habit. It's like the brain is trying to protect us, but ends up holding us back.
Here's another one: social pressure. In today's world, people are afraid of being judged, especially online. We think, what will people say? What if they laugh at me?
Social media makes it worse. We compare ourselves to others, and that creates more doubt. She's doing better than me, or he's already successful. Why even try?
So true. But the truth is, everyone feels uncertain sometimes. The people who succeed are not the ones who never overthink. They're the ones who act anyway.
Yes, it's okay to feel nervous. It's okay to not have everything figured out, but we need to take that first step anyway.
So if you're listening right now and wondering why you overthink, just know this: it's natural. But you don't have to stay stuck there.
In the next part, we'll talk about what happens when overthinking becomes a habit and how it can stop us from executing and creating the life we want.
Stay with us, friends. We're getting closer to action. All right, Julia. So now let's talk about how overthinking actually stops people from taking action. What's going on in our minds when this happens?
Well, when you overthink, you spend so much time planning, doubting, and revising that you never actually start. It's like standing at the edge of the pool for hours, thinking about the water temperature instead of just jumping in.
Haha, that's a great image. You feel busy, like you're doing something useful. But the truth is, nothing is getting done. You're just spinning your wheels.
Exactly, and over time that habit creates a kind of mental block. Your brain starts to believe that action is risky, so it keeps pulling you back into the safe zone of thinking.
Let me give a simple example. Imagine someone wants to apply for a new job. They open the application form, then close it. I'll do it later. They think about their resume, their lack of experience, what to write in the email. Days go by, and they never apply.
Yes, that's how opportunities are lost. Not because people aren't smart or talented, but because they're stuck in their head.
Another big problem? Overthinking leads to procrastination. You delay the task, thinking you'll do it when you're more ready, but that day never comes.
And sometimes by the time you make a decision, it's too late. The moment is gone. The idea fades away, and you're left with regret.
That's why we say, execution beats perfection. An imperfect action is still better than a perfect idea that stays in your head.
Yes, you learn more by doing than by thinking. Every time you take action, you build confidence and gain experience.
So the next time you catch yourself overthinking, ask yourself, am I moving forward or just hiding behind my thoughts?
Coming up next, we'll show you how to recognize the signs that you're overthinking so you can catch it early and make a shift.
Let's break the pattern, one small step at a time.
So now let's talk about how to spot overthinking. What are the signs that you're stuck in your head and not taking action?
One clear sign is indecision. If you take too long to make even small choices, like what to wear, what to eat, or when to reply to a message, you might be overthinking.
That's true. Another big sign is replaying the past in your mind. You keep thinking about something you said or did, and you keep wondering, did I say the wrong thing? Did I make a mistake?
Yes, or the opposite, worrying too much about the future. You ask yourself endless what-if questions. What if I fail? What if people don't like it? What if it goes wrong?
Another sign? You start and stop things many times. You plan, prepare, maybe even buy tools or courses, but you never finish. Your brain keeps searching for the perfect time to begin.
Or you feel mentally tired, but you haven't done anything. That's mental exhaustion from too much thinking and no action.
So true. And let's not forget procrastination. You delay things over and over because you're still thinking about it.
If any of these sound familiar to you, don't worry. You're not alone. Many people struggle with this. The first step is awareness.
Yes, once you recognize the signs, you can start to change the habit. And we're going to help you do just that, starting with a fun comparison in the next part. The overthinker versus the doer.
Don't miss this one. It really brings everything to life. All right, friends, let's bring this topic to life with a real-life example. We're going to show you the difference between someone who overthinks and someone who just does it.
Yes, we'll do a quick role play. Jason, you'll be the overthinker. I'll be the doer.
Oh, I was born ready to overthink. All right, here we go. Scene 1. Starting a YouTube channel. Okay, I want to start a YouTube channel. But wait, do I need a new camera? What about the lighting? What if people laugh at my accent? What if I sound boring? Should I wait until next month? Maybe I need a logo first. Or a better mic.
Hi everyone, this is my first YouTube video. It's not perfect, but I'm excited to share what I've learned. Let's get started. See the difference? One is stuck in endless questions. The other just takes a deep breath and starts.
Yeah, that hurt a little. Because it's true. I've been the overthinker many times.
We all have. Let's do another one. Scene 2. Applying for a job.
Oh no, there's a job opening. But do I even qualify? What if they reject me? My resume isn't perfect. Maybe I need to take another course first. I'll work on it later.
I might not be perfect, but I'm going to apply. I'll update my resume quickly, write a short email, and send it today. Done.
Oof! Again, the doer gets ahead, even if they're not 100% ready.
Exactly. The doer knows they can learn along the way, but the overthinker waits for the perfect moment, which never comes.
Let's do one more. Something we all deal with. Asking someone for help. Scene 3. Asking for help. I want to ask my friend to help me with my project, but what if she's busy? What if she thinks I'm lazy? What if she says no? Maybe I'll just try to do it alone.
Hey, I'm working on something and could really use your help. Would you have time this week? See how quick and clear that was? Doers don't overthink what might happen. They ask, take action, and move on.
And even if the answer is no, at least they know. They're not stuck wondering forever.
Exactly. Overthinking makes small things feel huge. Doing turns those small things into progress.
So here's a question for our listeners. In your own life, are you acting like the overthinker or the doer?
Coming up next, we'll share practical steps on how to shift from overthinking to action. You won't want to miss it.
Let's break this habit together. So, now that we've seen how overthinking slows us down, the big question is, how do we break the cycle? How do we move from thinking to doing?
Good news. It's possible, and it doesn't have to be complicated. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to take one small step forward.
Yes. Let's start with this idea. Progress, not perfection. If you wait for the perfect time, you'll be waiting forever. Instead, ask yourself, what small action can I take today?
For example, if you want to start writing a book, don't try to plan the whole thing. Just write one paragraph today. One paragraph is a start.
Exactly. Small steps lead to big progress. Another tip: set a short time limit. Tell yourself, I'll work on this for just 10 minutes. No pressure, no big goal. Just 10 minutes.
That trick really works. It takes away the fear and helps you start, and often once you begin, you keep going.
Here's another one. Stop asking what if and start asking what now. What if I fail? Becomes, what can I do now to get started?
I love that. And if your brain keeps spinning, try this. Write your thoughts down, get all the doubts out of your head and onto paper. Once you see them, they lose their power.
Yes, journaling is powerful. It helps you move from emotion to action.
Also, set a deadline. Give yourself a clear time to finish, even if it's something small. Like, I will publish my first blog post by Friday. Boom. You've created a goal.
And lastly, don't do it alone. Find a friend, a coach, or even a community who supports action. Talk to someone. Say, "Hey, I'm doing this thing. Can you check on me next week?"
That little bit of accountability makes a huge difference. We're more likely to take action when someone is watching or cheering us on.
So, just to review, start small, set a timer, change what if to what now. Write your thoughts down, set a deadline, find support.
These simple tools can turn your thinking into action, one day at a time.
Coming up next, we'll talk about some practical tools and techniques to help you stay in action mode, even when your brain wants to go back to overthinking.
Let's keep the momentum going.
All right, now let's get even more practical. We've talked about mindset and small steps, but let's share some actual tools and techniques that help you start executing.
Yes, these tools are simple but powerful. Let's start with one of my favorites, the 5-second rule by Mel Robbins. It's so easy. When you feel the urge to act, count 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go, and then move. Don't give your brain time to overthink.
That's a great one. It's like a rocket launch for your brain. Another tool is the Pomodoro technique. You work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. This keeps your mind focused and your tasks manageable.
Yes, and you can use a simple timer or one of many Commodore apps. It really helps people who get overwhelmed by big tasks.
Here's one more. Time blocking. Instead of just making a to-do list, you schedule time for the task. For example, from 10 to 10:30, I'm writing. No thinking, just doing.
Love that. And what about brain dumping? This one is great for overthinkers. You take 5 minutes to write everything that's in your head. No filter. Just get it all out.
Yes, that clears up mental space. You stop juggling thoughts in your mind, and suddenly you can breathe and focus.
Another helpful one, accountability partners. Find a friend or group to check in with you. Tell them what you're going to do, and let them ask you later if you did it.
It really works. Even just sending a message like, "I'm going to clean my room at 3 p.m., makes you more likely to do it.
So let's recap. 5-second rule, Commodore timer. Time blocking, brain dump, accountability partner.
Use one or two of these, and you'll notice a big shift. They take you out of your head and into the real world of action.
Coming up next, we'll talk about how to build a mindset that stays focused on action, even when fear or doubt tries to pull you back.
Let's go from thinking to doing to becoming the person you want to be.
Okay, so we've talked about tools and techniques, but let's not forget one of the most important parts of execution, your mindset.
Yes. If your mind isn't in the right place, even the best tools won't work. So let's talk about some mindset shifts that help you take consistent action.
Here's a big one. Done is better than perfect. So many people don't start because they want things to be flawless. But the truth is, progress comes from doing, not perfecting.
Yes. Think of your first steps like a draft version. It doesn't have to be amazing. It just has to exist. You can always improve later.
Another great mindset tip. Failure is feedback. Don't fear failure. Every mistake teaches you something. Every time you try, you grow stronger.
Right. Success isn't one big step. It's many small, imperfect steps over time. If something doesn't work, learn from it and keep going.
Also, remind yourself, I don't need motivation. I need movement. Sometimes we wait to feel ready, but feelings come after action.
Exactly. When you take action, even a small one, you build momentum, and that creates motivation.
And finally, one more powerful thought: I can figure it out. You don't need all the answers. Just believe that you can learn along the way.
That belief changes everything. It replaces fear with curiosity, doubt with courage.
So keep these thoughts close. Done is better than perfect. Failure is feedback. Movement creates motivation. I can figure it out.
Coming up next, we'll challenge our listeners to take one small step today. It's time to stop overthinking and start doing. All right, friends, it's time for our listener challenge. We want you to take one small step today, no matter how tiny, to break free from overthinking.
Yes, it could be anything. Maybe send that email you've been avoiding, or write the first sentence of your story, or just take 5 minutes to brainstorm ideas without judging them.
Remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's action. Even one small step moves you forward.
Here's a tip. Set a timer for 5 or 10 minutes. Use that time to focus only on your challenge. No distractions, no overthinking, just doing.
And after you finish, give yourself credit. Celebrate your progress because you're building new habits.
We'd love to hear how it goes. If you want, share your small win with us on social media or in the comments.
So what's your step going to be? Don't wait for the perfect moment. Make today your day to start executing.
You've got this. Let's do it together.
Wow, what a journey today. Remember, overthinking is normal, but it doesn't have to hold you back.
Yes, the key is to take action, even if it's imperfect, even if you feel scared, because every step forward is progress.
So stop waiting. Stop doubting. Start doing. Your dreams and goals are waiting for you on the other side of action.
Thank you so much for listening. We believe in you, and we're cheering you on every step of the way.
If you enjoyed this episode, please like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who needs to hear this.
And don't forget to join us next time for more personal growth talks. Until then, keep moving forward.
Take care, everyone.